Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Heidi from My Reading Life, and I'm here today to film my Nonfiction November Week 4 wrap-up. I'm trying something different tonight. We'll see how it works. This is Heidi After Dark here, because it gets dark so early now, and I'm filming this after work in the evening, and just trying out this lighting to see how it works. It's a lot darker than what I normally have here in my corner, but hopefully it won't be too bad. And Nonfiction November is finally over, and I did do very well. I actually read and completed everything on my TBR that I started with, which I never thought would happen. So I'm really pleased about that. I think it was a great event, and I am already looking forward to Nonfiction November 2018. But let's just wrap up the last few things that I finished up in the last week of November. It wasn't a particularly, I didn't read very much that week. I did continue on with my audiobook, Guns, Germs, and Steel by Jared Diamond. And actually, funnily enough, I had about 3 hours left of that, and when I opened it up this morning to start playing it on my commute to work, turns out that my library loan period had ended and it was gone. And now there's a 20-day hold period on it. So I think when I run by the library later on this week, I'll try to pick up the hard copy and finish it up there. If there's only 3 hours left on the audiobook, then I'm not too, there's not too much left of it. And I will be completing that. And then the only other nonfiction book that I completed in November was A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf. This is a short book. It's about 115 pages, and it's a series of essays that she wrote that was a speech, I believe, or at least parts of it were a speech that she gave at a women's college. And this deals with women and how women, in order to be creative, the two things that they really need are money of their own and a space of their own in which to create and to think. And that at the time when she was writing this in the late 1920s, that a lot of women did not have the luxury of a place of their own or money of their own with which to create. So there's some interesting concepts and some interesting themes in this about women's rights and feminism and creativity, but overall I did not love this. It was not something that I found to be a compelling read, but I thought that there are certainly themes within this that are important to read about. So good that I read it, not one of my favorites. I have been continuing on with my presidential biography, did not complete it. I will be trying to finish this up by the end of the year. I'm over halfway through it, so I will be continuing on with that. And that's it for nonfiction that I finished in November. I did read one fiction book in the last week of November, and that is Apprentice and Death by J.D. Robb. This is like 34, 35 in the series, I don't even know, but it's way up there in the series. And in this installment, our main character, Lieutenant Eve Dallas, this is a futuristic police procedural for those of you who don't know this series. And in this edition, Eve is investigating a long-distance serial killer. So basically a sniper has started taking up a position around the city and shooting seemingly random individuals at different public locations. The first incident takes place at Rockefeller Center while folks are skating, and a long-distance sniper kills 3 people. And Eve has to, figure out who is doing this and why they're doing it. And I found this particular installment to be very timely with the incidents that we've had recently, or not recently, but over the last multiple years of mass shootings in public places. I thought this had a lot to say that really struck home with me. And in addition to that, of course, all the usual cast of characters from this long-running series were in evidence, and it was another excellent installment. Enjoyed it very much. Then finally this weekend I started Fool's Errand, which is book number 1 in the Tawny Man trilogy by Robin Hobb, the long-running Realm of the Elderling fantasy series. This is the 3rd trilogy within that. This is, lots of folks on BookTube have read and loved the Robin Hobb books, and this one I am only about 20 pages in, but already looking forward to getting back into Fitz's life and finding out more about what's been going on with him in the years since the first trilogy took place. So I'll be continuing on with that this week, excuse me. So there, I guess that's it for my November Nonfiction November wrap up. Like I said, I very much enjoyed participating in this month-long reading event. I look forward to participating in next year. I very much enjoyed watching all of your videos about Nonfiction November, and I feel like I've met quite a few new people on BookTube and made some new friends, which is awesome. So all in all, a very successful reading month, and as we head right into December and all of your Vlogmas videos I'm looking forward to watching. I will not be participating in Vlogmas. I find it hard enough to get 2 videos a week filmed, so which reminds me that I should apologize for the lateness of this one, but I was away Christmas shopping this weekend, so that's the reason for the delay in getting this one up. But that's all I have to talk about in this video, and I will see you soon. I hope everybody has a good week, and I will talk to you later.